Hey, I'm Danny. I'm hiking the Pacific Crest Trail from Mexico to Canada. And last night while we were cowboy camping, it totally rained on us. There's a hiker for scale. So the whole group caught up last night. We had Menace get there before sunset and set up camp with us. And then we had the dog and Pastor Frank show up at like 9:30. So everyone got to be woken up together at 4 a.m. by the rain. Most of us were cowboy camping. We kind of like scurried around because there's a little bit of a drizzle to get tents up. I have to say, one of the things I like about my Z-Packs duplex, it has a floating floor or a bathtub floor, whichever you want to call it. But basically, the tent is set up with the roof and everything hangs from there. So the floor is not bolted down. Ooh, I got a little bit of a rock hop crossing. All right. So anyways, because my tent has a floating floor, I can literally just throw the tent down over my stuff that's already set up for cowboy camping, stake down the four corners, and then unzip the side and just pull things from under the tent and put them right into the tent and toss all of my stuff in the tent before finishing putting it up with the poles. So that's a pretty nice use of that floating floor, basically just to keep your stuff dry and have your stuff in the tent before it's even up. So I was watching everybody else pull all their stuff off their Tyvek to leave their Tyvek so they have a ground tarp, and then put their tent up on top of it to put all their stuff back in, which means they've got to find a spot to put all their stuff in the dark. So I was definitely thankful my tent operates a little bit differently. Right now we've got 30 miles to the next town or resupply, which is Leavenworth. And we're gonna go 25-ish and camp. And tomorrow we're gonna go the last 5 and hitch into town. Or at least that's the plan. I've seen this group change their mind on that one a few times. I know today I'm going 25 and I'm gonna do the 5 tomorrow. I'm not interested in getting into town late in the day and then trying to figure out where to stay the night. I think a lot of them have packages too. So they need the post office to be open. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna do 25-ish and then the last 5 tomorrow. There's a lake down there. Oh, there's a huge waterfall down there. Oh, and I see a bunch of hikers. It looks like this is our stop for a water refill and snack. Yay! This rock is moving. So over a month ago, I hyperextended my knee. And since then, every now and then, it just kind of just acts a little weird. And I find myself having to slow down and be careful and that sort of stuff. And I noticed, what was her name? Captain Cuddles had her knees taped up with TK tape at a Trail Magic a couple of days ago, and I've been asking around about it, and it seems like that's the kind of tape I would need, and the way to apply it that I would need for what was my knee when it freaks out. So I just put on some TK tape, and basically this is the area that gets affected, like just right below the knee. So there's a small strip and then two big diagonal strips to just kind of hold all this in. And in theory, this is exactly what I need. So we'll see how it goes today. Well, this TK tape doesn't seem to stay on. So, I don't know. Wow, here's a gorgeous location. There's a lake down here, a couple lakes actually. These mountains continue right around behind me. Wow. Here's another shot of that lake. And then, wow, it just goes way off into the distance. Wow, I just rounded a corner to this. Man. Well, I'm running into a little bit of a snag today. My knee is bothering me, and it's got me walking real slow and careful. And now the meetup site for camp tonight just seems impossible. I've got 7.5 more miles to go. I think it's like 5 o'clock right now, and that would be tricky if I could move at the speed that I want to move, and I can't. So it looks like I'm probably gonna go about half that, maybe 4 miles, and just throw up a tent and try and catch up with them in the morning. But it's been kind of a frustrating 4 hours with my knee just being a pain in the butt. I really wish I had put that KT tape on when I wasn't sweaty, because I'm pretty sure that's the reason why it peeled right off. And that was a pretty inexperienced move that I made. I didn't realize, but it makes sense to me later, because later I got bit by, like, I don't know, either stung or bit by some kind of horsefly or something. And it was right where my shorts rub against my leg. So I tried to put a Band-Aid over it just to keep it from rubbing. And the Band-Aid immediately fell off. And then I realized, oh, of course, I'm all sweaty and nothing's gonna stick to me right now. So I basically wasted my only 3 pieces of KT tape, and now I'm feeling it. From what I hear, there's a gear store in town, and I should be able to get more KT tape, or maybe some kind of they make these little straps that go like right under your knee and are designed for exactly the kind of support that I'm looking for. Maybe they'll have something like that, but I have no idea. So, but for now, I'm just trying to get as far as I can today as safely as possible without aggravating it anymore, because it's really random. I cannot figure out how I'm stepping that aggravates it, because I just wouldn't do that. But it's just random, and it's, from what I understand, it seems like it's on a harsh climb up or down. So when I'm just walking straight, I'm good. And we had a lot of steep climbs up and down today, and I think that's what aggravated it. But right now it's all just guessing. I have no idea. Here's that lake again. This is all just so vast. Those trees are so small, so far away. Okay, I think I'm gonna stay at this lake, which is almost a pond. I'll show you a better picture of it in a second. Check this out. I just found a sign that says toilet, which confuses me. So I'm just gonna walk through all these blueberries and go see it. I think I found it. It literally looks like a pit toilet. There's a box that you just lift up. Yeah, neat. All right, here's some camping. So home sweet home for tonight. It's a little after 7. Actually, that right there looks kind of nice. And give me a second, I'll show you this lake. So I just had Espresso call out to me from across the lake. So Espresso's here. He thinks Nemo is a little bit behind him. He already set up on the other side of the lake, so. And I just finished setting up too, see? I'm not taking that down. I'm so tired today. I think also I didn't get a good night's sleep last night. I don't know if I already said it, but like we cowboy camped and then the dog and Pastor Frank rolled up and shined their light all over me and woke me up. And then when they were cooking dinner, they just kept shining their light in my direction. And it was just keeping me from falling asleep. And when I finally like grabbed something to put over my eyes, they turned their lights out and went to sleep. And then, a few hours later, it starts to drizzle. So we all have to get up and put our tents up. So I just didn't get much sleep last night. I feel like maybe I've just been a little crabby all day. Whoa. I don't know if I can capture this, but there are 2 dragonflies flying around together. They must be mating or something because they were in the air, touching, and moving like one. Wow, that was really weird and really cool. Huh. Anyways, I'm a little tired. I'm really glad I stopped at 7:30ish. Got my tent up because I was super slow at it, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna conk out tonight, which is great. I'm gonna try and get up early tomorrow and do the 3 miles remaining. I think it's 3, maybe 4, to catch up to the group before they get rolling, and then go into town with them tomorrow. But until then, Espresso's gonna round his way to this side of the lake, and we're gonna have dinner and chill and chat, and hopefully Nemo will catch up as well. Apparently Nemo is having a little trouble with his heels, so we're in the slow boat today. All right, it looks like I have one small correction. It's KT tape, not TK tape, that I've been talking about all day.